o'clock, we're learning a man from Griswold faces charges for a crash from last year. State police say they arrested Eric LeBlanc yesterday. Troopers allege he was driving when his car rear-ended another vehicle last February in Killingly. State police say the other driver was pregnant. Her injuries forced her into an emergency C-section, but the child died. LeBlanc is out on bond. He's scheduled to appear in court next month.
Middletown police